Hello, Patricia.
Yes. Hi, John. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Very good. I just want to say that following your inspiration and the start of your company has been very very rewarding and interesting. I see that more than 20 years ago, you and your brother co-founded the Life is Good company, a positive lifestyle brand dedicated to spreading the power of optimism and supporting kids in need. And then you were early on supported by the letters and emails you received from people embracing the power of optimism during times of great adversity. Um, I really want to
Patricia,
welcome you and learn more about your company and what
Pa-
inspired you to
tell her.
start it.
Patricia, they're asking me to ask you to start again. I don't
Oh.
know why, but it's nice to meet you, and I look forward to
Oh,
talking.
okay. Well, that was a nice run through for me.
All right. Huh.
All right, here we go. I'm going to start again now.
And
Welcome, John Jacobs. I understand that more than 20 years ago, you and your brother Bert co-founded the Life is Good company, a positive lifestyle brand dedicated to spreading the power of optimism and supporting kids in need. Early on, you were inspired by letters and emails that you received from people embracing the power of optimism during times of great adversity. Welcome, John, and I look forward to hearing about your story and your campaign to honor everyday people who inspire optimism. Tell me a little bit about your company and what inspired you to start it.
Sure. Thanks so much, Patricia, for having me. So my brother and I, about when we were finishing college, we were looking for a way to make a living creating art, and we decided to start designing and selling T-shirts in college dorms. So we got a used van. We drove up and down the East Coast. We'd sleep in the back of the van. We were living on peanut butter and jellies, and we did that for 5 years. And we were wildly unsuccessful, like financially. We were just getting by, and we reached a point where we felt like we might have to give up the dream. This was 1994, and we finally had one good idea, and that was to create something that helped people focus on the good. And that was the first Life is Good shirt we made, and we sold it at a street fair. The response was immediate. They sold out in less than an hour. And ever since then, that message has just been carrying us as we learn how to grow a business. But more importantly, really unexpectedly early on, we started receiving letters from people, as you mentioned, that are facing great adversity, losing loved ones, dealing with cancer. And we'd get a letter like, my Life's Good hat helped me through chemotherapy. It helped me stay positive. And they were incredibly moving. We didn't know what to do with these stories. And eventually we realized we just needed to share them. So last fall, we published a book called Life is Good, the book. Brilliant title. But it really is a collection of our most compelling, moving stories. And some of them are funny too, but they illustrate that optimism is at its most powerful in the hardest times. And so the book has fun elements, top 10 lists, great graphics compiled from 20 years of business. But really, these stories are the thing that everyone talked about when they read the book. And a lot of momentum came off of that. So we started bringing these stories to life in video form and just sharing the stories in written form. And now we just simply want to create a search nationwide for heroes of optimism. And heroes of optimism are simply people in your life that help you focus on the good. So it could be, yes, a dramatic story, but it could be everyday friend, family member, someone you know in the community that helps you focus on the good. All of us have a choice in the morning to focus on what's going wrong or what's going right in the world or in our own lives. And it's really powerful to make that choice. What we focus on grows. That's what we've learned from the community. And the more we share these stories with each other, I think the more all of us get inspired to live that way ourselves.
Well, it is very inspiring. It's like a pay it forward. I mean, you start out, with one person, or you're touching the lives of a few people, and their own positive experience then goes on to touch others and to create a kind of a goodwill. And I could see how this campaign can be so very powerful. Tell me
Yeah,
about the your foundation that you're starting.
The Life is Good Kids Foundation, we've had it for many years, and it focuses on helping kids overcome poverty, violence, and illness. And we work with childcare providers, teachers, counselors that are in the trenches every day, working with kids that are up against challenging situations. And it's not easy for all kids to live the life with open arms and a view, an optimistic view. And we want to help more kids live a life that is good. And so $1 from every story or hero that is logged on at our site will go to help kids in need. So I want to encourage anybody that hears this to please go online at lifeisgood.com/heroes and share a few words about someone in your life that helps you focus on the good. And there's no limit to the positive impact of sharing a simple story about someone who can inspire others.
Excellent. Well, tell me the name of your book again and where we can get it.
It's called Life is Good, the book. You can get it at lifeisgood.com. You can get it on Amazon, and it's really taken off beyond what we had expected. And I think it's mostly about these stories, and people want more of them. That's why we really want to ask you to share some story from your own life. What hero in your everyday life inspires you? Please share it at lifeisgood.com/heroes.
Well, thank you very, very much, John. You've given us a lot to think about, and so also thank you on behalf of the community for your very good works.
Thank you so much, Patricia, for having me.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.